Hey everybody, it's Chrissy Senpai Art here again today, and I'm doing a little bit of mix of art and Pokemon related stuff today. Because people are going to freak out immediately when they say the title, when I say recolors, in the sense of you're not selling them, you're not making merch of them, anything like that. This is just for fun. This is to make like shinies and stuff, or just goofy things. This is not anything like that, so please put the pitchforks down. This is not for that. I'm just trying to vibe and have some fun, and I am assuming everybody else here is having fun. So, today we are in PaintTool Sai, the only program I really know how to use anymore. I know how to use Clip Studio Paint, and it's pretty similar to Sai. But, I'll explain the steps as I go along, and most programs have something similar. I don't know how to use Paint, not the new version at least. Old Paint I knew how to do this on, because back in my little weeby days, I did make recolors of my OCs that were god-awful looking. We don't talk about that though. So, this is, again, just to make decent quality recolors that are just for fun, to put in thumbnails, to share with people like, oh look, this cute little pink gibble. Like, that's all it is. As you can see, these are the ones that I've done just for thumbnails or just in my free time. If I was really stumped at what to draw, I would do one of these and it would really jog like the creative part of my brain. So first, what you want is a high quality image. You don't want no JPEGs. You want a PNG with a transparent background. I'm sorry if I'm popping on the mic a lot. I don't have a pop filter yet. But you want a PNG. You do not want any JPEGs because those are much more condensed. At least, like with PNGs, I'm not sure the technical terms, but when you save them and open them up in another thing, they're just as crispy and just as clean. So as you can see, today we're using Gloom as an example. I just googled Gloom and then looked for one with a transparent background. Now, how do I know if it has a transparent background? Well, when you go on Google and you're looking for images, it'll have little squares, black and gray squares. That's how you usually know it's a transparent background or it's white and gray. So that makes it pretty easy to figure out which images would be good for this kind of thing. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be solid color. As you can see with the Gibble doesn't have any sort of like mid-tones to him, if that makes sense. What I'm saying is his base color and his dark color, there's nothing in between that. Gloom has a couple more colors thrown in there, and with the older watercolor art, you can still use that, because I use that with Staryu. It's just a little bit harder to do. With this though, like with this example, all you need to know how to use is the magic wand, which is somewhere in the select tool of whatever program that you're using. Now, with any select wand, it will give you something basically that says, how much do you want me to grab of this color? Like, how similar of a color do you want me to grab? If I turned it all the way up, it would just select the whole image like I used a paint bucket on those. Turn it all the way down, every pixel that's not really even close to the same color, or even if it is close but it's not the exact same color, won't get picked. So generally I find 20 to 30% usually is the best for not selecting too much of something that's near the other color. Like, as you can see with Gloom has the white spots, and they look a little pinkish, so if I turn it up too high, it would select it. But if I turn it down too low, then it makes a really weird pink ring around it. And with the color that I'm going for, that's not going to work. So just mess with that. There's no need to rush this. Again, this is just for fun. There ain't no need to rush it. Just do it until it looks correct. Just like any art, just do it till it looks correct to you. So now that I've recolored her a little bit, I just keep going. As you can see, I struggle with the hair-like vine thing leaves on her head. I'm like, okay, so that's when you turn it up a little bit, because those have a bit more of like an airbrushed, a bit more of an airbrush blended shading to them, unlike the Gloom bulbs on top of her head. So you might have to turn it up a little bit more for that, but you can just fiddle around it till getting real tired of my stuff disconnecting when I'm recording. But yeah, it is not that hard. It is pretty simple. There's not much more I can say other than, again, let me be clear. You do not sell these as your own, or period, really, that's kind of weird. This is just to make shinies and stuff like that for thumbnails, like editing a Pokemon to look a certain way. That's all this is, because people really do not like recolors. I don't know if it's because back in the day, the Sonic and the Naruto fandom kind of destroyed them, because I was part of both of them, and I was guilty of both of them. But, don't act like you didn't recolor as a kid. I know you did. I'm watching you, you lying bastard. Anyway, I hope you guys had fun. Just, I guess, listening to me ramble about art stuff. I try to make Pokemon and art combine when I can. And I hope you guys give this a try. And please, for the love of God, don't sell these. I don't want anyone blaming me for this. Put the